Think being a medieval knight was all about glory, honor, and heroic battles. Wrong. It sucked. Big time. Let me tell you why being born into knighthood was less epic warrior and more glorified human punching bag. Birth. The nightmare begins. Congratulations, you're born into a noble family, which means you're destined to be a knight. Sounds great, right? Except now your entire childhood is about to be hijacked by training. No toys, no fun, just wooden swords and a lot of crying. By age 7, you're shipped off to another lord's castle to become a page. Translation: you're an unpaid intern whose job is to clean armor, muck stables, and get yelled at for existing. Teenage years, squire life, sucks. At 14, you level up to squire. Think of it as the medieval version of being a personal assistant, but without the paycheck or any hope of promotion anytime soon. Your duties include carrying your knight's weapons, shining his armor, and making sure his horse doesn't poop in the lord's courtyard. And let's not forget combat training. You get smacked around by guys twice your size while they yell things like, "Defend yourself, boy." Spoiler, you can't. Armor, the world's worst outfit. Finally, at 21, you're knighted. Congrats, you've made it. Now you get to wear armor. 60 pounds of steel that turns you into a medieval tin can. Sure, it looks cool, but try running in it, or breathing, or not overheating in the sun. Also, if you fall off your horse during battle, good luck getting back up. You're basically a turtle on its back, except with swords flying around you. Hygiene, a literal dirty job. Now let's talk hygiene. Spoiler, there isn't any. You're sweating buckets inside that armor, and bathing is a once-a-month luxury. By day 3, you smell worse than the horse you ride on. Your squire hates you for it, but hey, that's what unpaid interns are for, right? Battle, the reality check. Battle, the reason you became a knight. Except it's not the glorious experience you imagined. First, there's the screaming. Then the arrows. Then the realization that swords are heavy and swinging them for hours is exhausting. And don't forget, you're just as likely to die from dysentery before the battle even begins. Romantic, huh? Love life. Spoiler, it's terrible. As a knight, you're expected to be a chivalrous romantic. But here's the catch. You spend most of your time fighting wars, training, or smelling like a bog. Not exactly the stuff of fairy tales. Plus, courtly love meant writing poetry from a distance, not actually, being with someone. So, congratulations, you're a sweaty, overworked, metal-clad loner. Crusades, a one-way ticket to misery. Let's not forget the Crusades. That's where you get shipped off to fight in a foreign land for years, battling heatstroke, disease, and armies that are way better at strategy than you. And the best part? If you survive, you get to come home broke, because war isn't exactly profitable for the average knight. Old age, the final downer. Assuming you make it to old age, you're probably broke, injured, and living on whatever scraps your lord throws your way. And your armor, it's now a rusty relic gathering dust in the corner. Your glory days are over, and now you're just a cautionary tale for the next poor kid forced into knighthood. The brutal truth. Being a medieval knight sounds cool in theory, but let's face it, it's mostly misery, sweat, and getting hit in the face with blunt objects. So next time you romanticize the Middle Ages, remember this. You'd rather be the peasant watching from the sidelines. Like, subscribe, and share with someone who still thinks being a knight was awesome. Spoiler, it wasn't.